I Don't Need an Education by New Frank, published in the Los Angeles Tribune. "I don't want to go to school this morning," Tony said to his grandfather, who was sitting at the kitchen table. Tony said, "I don't need education. I wish I could live in the world without schools." Tony's grandfather agreed and told him, "Okay, let's share a little cake to celebrate your new decision." When he cut the cake, Tony noticed that his grandfather's piece was twice his size. Tony, who always says what he thinks or feels, then says, "Hey, half of your cake is bigger than mine." "Prove it," said his grandfather. Tony thinks hard. He ponders carefully because he saw a ruler in the corner. "I know," said Tony. "I'll measure it." "Now you use geometry," his grandfather replied. "Yes, I know," Tony said, "but geometry is all I need in this world." And he walked back to the table. Tony's eyes grew larger and bigger, and he looked around and found half of his cake missing. Then Tony said, "Where's half of my cake?" "Maybe I ate it," said his grandfather. "It's called bad morals, and you can learn it at school." "Yes, I know," said Tony, "but good morality is all I need in this world." Tony began to think about half of his cake and became sad. His grandfather smiled and said, "Let's make a deal. Write down the brand name of the cake and I'll consider buying you another one." Tony quickly picked up a pen and wrote down the name of the cake. While Tony was busy with his pen, his grandfather touched his shoulder and told him, "Now you're writing and spelling." "Yes, I know," replied Tony, "but writing and spelling are all I will need in this world." His grandfather asked him, "Do you know how much the cake cost?" "Yes," said Tony. "The big price is on the front of the box." "Look again, son. Read the little words." Tony took another look. "This cake is on sale today, but tomorrow the price will be higher, so we save money." "Now you're using business skills and math," his grandfather said with a laugh. "Yes, I know," Tony said, "but business skills and math are all I need in this world." He bowed his head and touched Tony's face. "My son, always remember to read the little words of life." "I will," Tony said. He asked Tony, "What if one day you didn't have the money to buy a cake?" And Tony thought hard and said, "I see, we can be like bakers." Tony grabbed a cookbook from the shelf and told his grandfather, "Let's mix these ingredients with milk." "Now you're using science and physics," his grandfather said. "Yeah, I know," said Tony, "but science and physics—" Tony stopped talking, smiled with his eyes, and decided to put the recipe back on the shelf. "I'm starting to feel I need education in this world. I want to go to school today." "You made a wise choice, my son," said his grandfather. At that moment, his grandfather poured 2 glasses of milk. Then he opened the door above the old wooden cabinet. Tony can see the other half of the cake now. He gave Tony the biggest piece. Tony smiled and asked, "What's this called?" His grandfather replied, "It's called love." Message from New Frank. If you're thinking about dropping out, think again. Education takes you farther than you think. I quit school early in life, but going back to study for a master's degree was the best decision I ever made. Listen to the clever grandfather in the story and stay in school. Thanks for listening.